As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Yo, yo! Oh, the orange dude is back and full of fat. My president's orange, my Lambo's blue. Let's go! That's my dog. I don't give a crap about no politics and no crap like that. But thus says the Most High, I created he, male and female created he, them. Y'all done lost your minds. Somebody must have done told you wrong. The orange man is back and laying it down. Two genders. Oh, they gonna be offended. Oh, offenses may come. They gonna lose they rudder but mine. Oh, they gonna be running in the Democrat liberal fields to the left and the right. What you talking about is two genders. I identify as a beetle bug. I identify as a reptilian. I identify as a furry, and you identify as a male? The devil's a lie. There's only two. The Most High created them, male and female, created he them. Shout out to the orange dude. Lego. Now Biden then started some treason stuff. Watch this. Roll the tape.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
What's good, family? I'm coming to y'all with a little bit of breaking news about what's happening today. Well, Biden, the former president of the United States, just pardoned his whole entire family from any prosecution. I don't know. Let's make it make sense. All right, let's do it. This says Joe Biden just pardoned his own family. Biden and his family turned the White House into, I ain't gonna read that. A pardon won't erase the truth. You can't pardon an entire party. So in the news is trending treason for Biden's pardonings. They're screaming in the news that this is a form of treason. So this right here says, Joseph R. Biden, President of the United States, to whom these presents shall come greeting and be it known to this day that he creates a full and unconditional pardon to his family, his brother and his family, for any nonviolent offenses against the United States which they may have committed or taken part of during the period of January 1st, 2014 through the date of this pardon. So he reached the pardon and he pulled it back all the way to January 1st, 2014. Now, why does this pardon stretch back to 2014? What happened back then that he wants to pardon them for any offenses, non-violent, right? So that meant any other offenses they committed, right? Any type of white-collar crime, any type of monetary crime, any type of crimes against humanity, any type of crimes of that had anything to do with any political stuff, right? He gave them an unconditional pardon all the way back from 2014. It's very, very interesting why it went back like 10, 11 years. Okay? All right. And that's him. All right. So this is what we're talking about today. All right. Let's go to the next slide. This is the full pardon right here. See, it got a seal and a signature right there at the bottom. The signature. All right. So people are calling Here we go. Copyright disclaimers in effect for reactionary purposes. The left wing and the right wing have things to say about this. All right. This is MSNBC. Copyright disclaimers for reactionary purposes only.
Have you ever heard of somebody getting a preemptive pardon who was innocent of all crime? Who's just an innocent person? Have you ever heard of that? Just somebody getting a blanket pardon and they're an innocent person?
But no, it's the president's own family. It's people that have been covering up for the president in addition to his own family.
Is there an innocent explanation for someone to seek preemptive pardons for family members? Would you do that if you knew you were innocent and just worried about outside forces?
The answer to that is going to be no. If you haven't done anything wrong, you sit there and go, what do you need a preemptive pardon for?
If he pardons people preemptively, he's essentially telling the public that these people have committed crimes. And we may not be aware of what they are, but the pardon is clear evidence that crime.
I agree with that. You don't issue a pardon for someone that didn't do a crime. That's the whole purpose of being pardoned for the act that you committed. So for him to go back, that means he's preemptively stating that something happened from 2014 to 2025 that all his family members committed, and he's pardoning them for that, just in case it comes to light later what they did. He already pardoned them before he left office.
Be aware of what they are, but the pardon is clear evidence that crimes have been committed.
I imagine if he decides to issue these preemptive pardons, it will be cast in a way that he is protecting his family and protecting their reputations from, villainous exterior forces that are against him.
These are some of the posts people are posting. It says, how is it that Joe Biden was deemed unfit to be charged in his classified documents inquiry, but is somehow fit to issue pardons and to commute sentences? These are some of what the public are stating. Now, these are stats right here. It says, how many pardons did Joe Biden get? George Bush, he gave 200 pardons. Barack Obama, he gave 1,927 pardons. Donald Trump, his first term, he gave 237 pardons. And Joe Biden, he gave 8,064 pardons. It says he gave 5.5 pardons a day that he gave to felons/criminals. It averaged to 5.5 pardons a day. 8,000 pardons? That's an insane amount. Something's definitely wrong with that picture right there. I'm not sure what this is meaning, but that's kind of crazy, right? That's crazy right there outside. This one says, no, a president cannot pardon someone for a crime that has not been committed or where no legal wrongdoing has been established. The power to pardon, as granted by the U.S. Constitution in Article 2, Section 2, allows the president to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. This inherently means there must be an offense or crime recognized under U.S. law for a pardon to be applicable. Pardoning someone for no crime would contradict the legal basis for the pardon itself. So that is Biden actually telling you that apparently his family members have committed a crime. It says, Joe Biden announces a blanket pardon for his brother James, basically burying his family. So he's worried about what could come out later after he's gone. Not only did he pardon his family, this one is very interesting. Joe Biden has pardoned Dr. Anthony Fauci. Wow. Dr. Anthony Fauci is this dude right here. This one. That dude in the middle. I call him the little wicked leprechaun. Just my advice, he was the one doing the Jim Jones jab juice, the whole scam pandemic crap. He was the one issuing all of these drugs to go into people that hadn't been approved by the FDA and stuff, right? So Biden has pardoned him for all these crimes that could be levied against him and probably would have been later. All these pharmaceutical scientific crimes, all of these crimes, he's been pardoned now? Yo, there's some serious wicked stuff, guys. Yo, this dude went out. So on the day that Trump was inaugurated in as president, he went out with a bang of pardoning these criminals. Because in order to pardon a person, as I just read, they had to commit a crime. Okay? Can't believe this little Fauci dude won't have to stand for the crimes he committed against this country and against the world doing that pandemic stuff. Biden also pardoned Liz Cheney. I think that's Dick Cheney's wife, I guess. I don't know. Y'all can look that one up. And this Milley dude, we're about to get to him in a second. It says, and members of the January 6th Committee on Trump's Inauguration Day, they lose the Fifth Amendment right. Why did Biden do this? Is he guilty of treason? Fauci, that dude in the middle, funded gain-of-function research at the Wuhan lab and lied to the American people. And I think he should be held accountable. But this is these white-collar crimes that they're able to cover up, okay? This one, he pardoned this. This person is General Mark Milley, or Milley, I don't know how to say his last name. And the Pentagon has officially removed his picture as being a corrupt and failed general. They took his picture down from the Pentagon. And Biden pardoned him. Now this is where people are screaming treason at. They took his picture down from right here, okay? And this is the dude that Biden pardoned. And everybody is saying, they're screaming, this is an act of treason. It says General Mark Milley told his Chinese counterpart that he would warn of any military attack by President Trump. And they said this is treason, and you should not be getting pardoned for treason. Now, this is what this general did. He told the China, that he would warn them of any military attack by President Trump. This is a military general for the United States telling the adversary that he would warn them of any military attack by the country who he's pledged to serve. I don't know the full definition of treason, but from what I know, that's a treasonous act if I ever heard of any. And Biden, listen guys, pardoned him today for this. Yo, this is crazy. Listen, Biden pardoned him today. Now, I got the receipt for y'all. This right here is General Milley speaking and explaining exactly what he did. Let's see if this is treasonous or not. Copyright disclaimers in effect.
Chinese thought wrongly that the United States was going to attack them. I am certain, guaranteed certain, that President Trump had no intent to attack. And it was my task to make sure I communicated that. And the purpose was to de-escalate, calm things down.
You shared all that earlier, I understand.
And as part of that,
just say, did you or did you not tell him that if we were going to attack, you would let him know?
as part of that conversation, I said, General Lee, there's not going to be a war, there's not going to be an attack between great powers. And if there was, the tensions would build up. There'd be calls going back and forth from all kinds of senior officials. I said, hell, General Lee, I'll probably give you a call, but we're not going to attack you. Trust me, we're not going to attack you. These are two great powers, and I am doing my best to transmit the president's intent, President Trump's intent, to ensure that the American people are protected from an incident that could escalate.
I understand your intent, but I think you articulating that you would tell him, you would give him a call, I think is worthy of your resignation. I just think that's against our country, that you would give our number one adversary that information and tell him that.
I mean, that was from the horse's mouth. He told the general of China that he would give them a call if, like, you can't make that up, right? That's kind of freaking insanely out there. That's insanely crazy right now. Like, honestly. So Biden pardons him for this treason before he left? Why? So what relationship, this is what I'm thinking, what relationship did Biden have with him that when he leaves office, he reaches back and pardons him for these acts that he apparently said he would have made when Trump was president last time on the first term? Why would you reach back and pardon him? What relationship did you have with him? And did you have anything to do with him being the one saying to China government that he would alert them if there would have been some type of preemptive war or something, strike? Wow. I mean, the level of treason in that is next level. So look. Receipt. General Mark Milley pardoned by Biden. Here is his own testimony admitting to treason by back-channeling with China. Look. Joseph Biden gives a full and unconditional pardon to General Mark A. Milley for any offenses against the United States, including but not limited to any offenses under the United States Code or the Uniform Code of Military Justice which he may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 1st, 2014 through the date of this pardon, arising from or in any manner related to his service as Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army or Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. This is straight diabolical. If you ever want to have a turn to be able to say something is diabolical, this is crazy outside. He just gave him a full unconditional pardon for anything that he committed against the United States. You got to be crazy right now. You got to be kidding me, bro. Yeah, something is smoky. Something is fishy. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I smell fish. I don't know, guy. I really seriously smell fish. I'm joking, but this is kind of crazy outside right here. Right? This is crazy outside. But he pardons war criminals. Like, he's pardoning crazy. Biden had pardoned his whole family. Dagamon. But this is what Chuck Schumer said when Trump left office the first time.
The president seems intent on filling each of his remaining days in office with petulance, grievance, self-interest. The president's reportedly asking his staff about whether he can whether he can issue. President's reportedly asking his staff whether he can issue preemptive pardons for himself, his family members, Rudy Giuliani. There's a simple answer: no. No, Mr. President, that would be a gross abuse of the presidential pardon authority.
Okay, so with that being said, do you have that same smoke? Okay, is that same smoke apply here? When Biden just pardoned his whole entire family. See, this is where the hypocrisy comes in, guys. Okay? I mean, if I understand opposing forces, but equality should be the fair rule of all. If this is like political debates of two sides that exist within the same country, you understand? It should have equal fair fighting, okay? Or equal fair debating, or equal fair opponents, equal fair, what you want to call that? It's when you call, it's not really warfare, so it's really like discussions, debating, seeing who is going to win inside of this game fighting, or whatever you want to call it, right? But it should be equal and fair. That's what I think. Okay? All right. So now, old Joe going out with a bang. Look, this is old New York Post reporting. It says former clients gave Hunter a Porsche. Foreign clients gave his son Hunter a Porsche, a diamond, and $1 million. What did they think they were buying? And this says Joe for sale. Okay? So they gave his son, who was smoking crack, facts. They gave his son, foreign clients, a Porsche, a diamond, and $1 million. Look, family affair, Joe Hunter bids. Look, it says we were being bribed. But he went out. He went out with a bang. He went out like this. Joe said, well, guess I'll be going now. Joe said, I guess I'm out of here now. You heard? He like, ain't nothing to see here. I'm pardoning my whole family. I'm pardoning little Noam Fauci. I'm pardoning Chinese people. I'm pardoning. Remember, he had 8,000 pardons in his administration. So he went, I don't know how much of that equal the last day of his administration. And he pardoned that treasonous military general. That's really crazy. Now, at the inauguration, Trump's son, his son Barron, he's a tall young man. They say he's about 6'5" or something, 6'6", tall, still growing too. They say, as I'm watching, he has a spirit about him. Very melancholy, very stone-faced, very interesting spirit of him, of his character. Again, I ain't saying I'm pro or against any of them. I'm just very observant. You understand? You better know the devices. Be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove, right? So, as I observe, I'm like, his countenance, is striking like a very strong, silent countenance. Observing. So at the inauguration, old Sleepy Joe here, old Sneaky Joe, that's his new name should be. Old Sneaky Joe, he was greeting the Baron came over. He was greeting him, and I'm gonna show y'all the clip. Joe had a big, smile on his face. But old Barron, Trump's son, he reached over and whispered something in his ear, and that smile went right off Smush's face. And then at the end, Barron gave him this look. And I'm like, I don't know what that's about. I really don't know what that's about. But something was going on. Alright? Something was going on. Alright, so let's see. Let me see what y'all deduce from this clip. I'm gonna let y'all see it in action. Here we go. So, they say, what did he say? What did he say? So look at Biden. See him? He's about to shake his hand. Did y'all see? Y'all see that? Hold on. Look, boy, look at little Trump. Look at his face. Whatever he said. See, look, he's smiling. Look at him. Hey, young man, hey. Right? Smiling. Young Baron reached over and whispered something in his ear, and the whole look changed. All right, let me play it back. I'm gonna let it play to the end. All right, watch this. He comes over. Look at his face. Whew. Now that part at the end is where it's at. This is where it's at. It's literally this part that got me. This part got me. The way he, watch this. Not only did he look back at him, but he did like this. Like, yeah, I said it. I did it. I'm like, all right, little Trumper. I'm like, okay, little Trumper. He like, they wrote in the chat, they said, everybody's worried about Trump, but it should have been his little son that the people should have been. He's like, Biden was worried about Trump. That wasn't the one to be worried about. You see how he walked? He looked back at him like, I said it. He said, I said it. I don't know what he said, but it changed Biden's whole demeanor. Look at his face. Last time. He said, what did he say? He comes over, reaches out, gives him the handshake. Look at Biden's face. Yo, that's kind of crazy. I'm rocking with that one. All right, so let's end this video. It's a quick one. We're gonna end it with the vice president. All right, so this is Vice President J.D. Vance. He's vice president now. Share this tab. And this is his wife. All right, I don't know, how do I make it big? Right there. And this is, did that make it big? Let me see, let me go back. And then let me touch that, and then let me see. No, that's big. All right, so this is his wife. And it says, baby, she's proud of her man. And it says, I'm not sure why everyone doesn't acknowledge how amazing it is. Oh, okay, I don't care about all that. But this video says how the look that she's given him. And for men in this world, if you've never, or if you don't have your wife or your spouse looking at you sometimes like this, with the look of admiration, then you're not doing something right in your union. It's either she's really not the wife for you, or you're not doing something right to garner that look, this look right here. Let me show it. So look at her. Yeah, that look. We should all have the power to garner that look of admiration for my spouse, at least sometime in your life. If your marriage goes for a very long time, will you never, men, I'm talking to the men, will you never witness this glance or this look of her looking at you, and you can say something like, why are you looking at me like that? And then she say something, I don't know, I love you, or I'm just proud of you, or something's really dark and missing out of your union. And women, if there's nothing that you can ever see in your husband or your man that will have you glance and look at him like that, then there is something missing. I know a lot of people are in unequally yoked marriages. And it's very unfortunate. And these are things that we have to witness to work on. And I don't care if you've been married 50 years, there should still come a time. Now this don't be all the time, but there'll come a time. Every now and then where you'll have this look. The woman should have this look in her spirit to her husband. Okay? It's very key and important. It's actually scriptural as well. All right? I wanted to bring that out. But this is also what happens in marriage. Now this is today's parenting. So they're at the presidential inauguration thing, and that's him, that's his wife who was just looking at him, J.D. Vance, with all the pride and everything and love in her eyes. And this is his brat child. I know a lot of y'all believe in all this gentle parenting, and y'all believe in this dark stuff of the wounded babies, the children, they should be free to do whatever. Y'all got this child worship that everyone has. Now we ought to protect the elderly, the children and everything, but we are to discipline and manage our children, all right? I'm old school. So ain't no way in the Most High's green earth that this little brat boy, this is a brat, and I don't give a crap what nobody say. These are these unruly little children that grow up. That's why they be, F you, mom, and, get out of my room, and all this type of stuff these children are allowed to get away with. People think it's cute. In the comment section, they was like, oh, that's a boy will be a boy, and that was a lie. Let me explain something to you. Boy, back in the days, I'd have got a shoe right upside the head. See, this is the problem. There's no respect and discipline. Watch this. You see that? I know y'all think it's funny, but it's not cute. So he starts off, he touches his dad's hand. Now, okay, cool, right? Right then as a dad, I would have grabbed him and said, all right, sit down and stop, right? Your brother and your sister, they're sitting down and they're being orderly. You know he's the disruptive one, he's the dark one, actually, right? Now his dad should have checked him, but they gotta play, right? I'm quite sure his dad couldn't because the left, they would have been like, oh, he grabbed his son's arm and he disciplined him, and we need to bring charges against him, and but that's not happening at home, the discipline, because if it was, then this wouldn't happen in public. He would have known, nah, I'm not about to, right? So then, okay. So he pats him on the head, right? Messing up your do and stuff in front of the cameras. Then he reaches over and pats his mama on the head. His mama grabbed him like, whoa, woman, you ain't about to mess up my hair, boy. I'm on TV, right? And look what he does. And see the face? Y'all gotta be careful for this stuff, right? So he knows, right? She grabbed him, she caught him. Look, right before he touches, she got that mama, bow. She like, right? She says, no, stop. And look what he does. Bang. Ooh-wee. I guarantee you'll never do that again. Now for the cameras, everything, I understand. It'd have been all in my face. See, I couldn't be president and none of that. I probably would have popped him right then and there. Forget president. I've been on, forget y'all, CNN and MSC, everybody, I've been like, forget all y'all can kiss my butt. This whole thing could kiss my butt. I ain't the man for this office. If you think I ain't about to discipline my child and I'm supposed to do what? I'm supposed to be running co-running a whole country. The devil's a lie. So this little boy, this little brat, now I wouldn't have been able to contain that one. I would have, boy, but if I did, you'd have seen my face like this. Your face, once you get on, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. And look at his face. Oh, you little nasty little thing. He's a nasty little thing. And they think that's so. You should have seen him in the comments just loving it like that was over. Well, anyway, I wanted to show y'all that I'm too old school for all that mess. And now we're going to close out with this clip. This clip here is Senator John Fetterman. He showed up to in Trump's inauguration in gym shorts and a Carhartt sweatshirt. This dude is a fool. This dude's a trick. He goes everywhere in his gym shorts. He goes everywhere, right? Now, as they were saying, a lot of the people were saying they like him. He's the most social democrat of all the senators. He's the most understanding, right? So shout out to that he's they seem to really like his stance. But he's he went to the inauguration in these shorts, sweat shorts, and a Carhartt shirt. That is the highest level of disrespect. Honestly, it really is. That on this day, that even if that's your thing, right? Everybody's saying one thing they like about him, he consistent, he wears this everywhere. Well, he don't do it on the Senate floor now because they passed the law, right? And some were saying that he went to Netanyahu's thing in a suit and tie, but others are saying that wasn't fair for them to say that because the Senate passed a law that when they're on the Senate floor, he has to wear a suit and tie. So that's why he had it. But he goes everywhere. He's all about the comfortability. But at some point, that's disrespect, right? That's like saying, okay, I'm trying to take a stance of comfortability and all the suit and tie, fogey stuff, that type of image. But if you were going to a person's wedding, would you show up in this short and Carhartt? It's certain things that, it's just etiquette, right? It's just etiquette of the laws of the land and the country you in, just common decency and etiquette and stuff. Would you show up, at someone's, like I said, wedding or some special event where everyone shows out of respect that they put on some of their best clothing, clean clothing? Even if you didn't put a suit and tie on, you could put a nice clean shirt, a nice pair of slacks, and look very well kempt. But to show up like this is a total slap in the face disrespect. I don't care what nobody say. Whether you for or against any president or any administration, this is a total disrespect. And this is the video of him entering. Copyright disclaimers in effect. So he shows up to the inauguration looking like he just woke up out of the bed and threw a hoodie on. That is crazy. That is some real craziness outside right here. Straight disrespect. Straight wholehearted disrespect. It's just disrespect. Shout out to him for being a good senator. They say he is. But that's disrespectful. All right, that's our clip for today. I'll just do some updated news today. All right, I'll be doing this every now and then. Biden has pardoned this dude. General Milley committed treason when he told his counterpart in China that if Trump were to attack, he'd let them know ahead of time. Do you think General Milley should face a military tribunal and be stripped of his rank? But Biden just pardoned him when he left. And he pardoned his whole family. Biden gets gangster of the year. Honestly, he gets gangster of the year award to me, because that is a serious slap in the face. Biden said, okay, guess I'll be going now. All right, I love y'all. See y'all in the next video. We out.